Welcome to the Take a Listing Today podcast, where our hosts Jim Studebaker and Todd Robertson give you strategies to get you out of the office right now so you can take a new listing today. And now, here's Jim and Todd.
Here we are again. After last week, I wasn't sure we'd be back, but they called us back.
They called us back, and believe me, we took that call.
They said last week's show was a little funny.
Yeah, a little funny. We're going to give you another chance.
Right. So here we are with our second chance. I'm Jim, and there's Todd.
And over here in her luxury suite, our producer, Lisa Gray, in the corner.
Actually, they just haven't found us yet. We're in a studio back in the corner. So as long as they don't find us, we can keep going. And I have locked the door.
We've changed
Also,
studios,
Cowboy-
but we're still at the beach, though.
Yes.
Did you lock the door so the cowboy can't get in, or lock the door?
So people can't get in and yank us out and make us stop recording.
Oh, good. So we're
So
secure.
as long as we live in here, we can keep recording the show.
Okay.
All right, so we're good. We're
good. Let's do it.
All right, well, welcome back. And don't forget, you can now see and hear our podcast on great stations like iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and other places that we won't mention. But on today's show...
What, like the dark web or something?
Well, you never know. The dark web. On today's show, we are going to talk about tips to overcome our current low inventory, high demand market. That's got to be worth some money right there, doesn't it?
Not only worth some money, it's going to help people get in the game that aren't in the game right now, that say, hey, I'm missing out.
Yeah. So you don't want to miss out. So why don't we start off with a few choice statistics? How about success at achieving new listings increases 33% when your sales process is defined? When agents align their marketing and their sales, they have a 25% higher success rate. This is all about their focused effort.
Exactly. And that success rate, think about this. Most agents, the truth is, do no marketing. Their marketing is called hope. And we're telling the truth. They're hoping for sign calls, ad calls,
Right.
calls. So really, you don't have much market competition if you really look at this that way.
That's very true. And here's the other stat. Top agents typically are 250% better at qualifying their leads.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It must have something to do with it, right?
Well, guess why that is? They've been beat up so much early on.
Mhm.
They decided to stay in the game. It's kind of like when you've had so much pain, you draw a line in the sand and say, I will never go back to that place ever again. Watch. They qualify 100% of the people 100% of the time. Family member, you better qualify them twice. Okay?
Well, yeah, and if time means money for you, if you look at every hour of every day as incredibly valuable, or you even equate it to money,
right.
then you're not going to mess around. Otherwise, maybe you're a hobbyist and you think, okay, well, this, Aunt Mildred over here, she's probably never going to buy a home or sell a home, but I'm going to just goof around with this for lack of anything better to do.
Exactly. And it's a great point because watch, and you and I probably did this as brand new agents. When the phone rings, you have an excitement level that sends you to an unqualified appointment if you're not sharp. And guess what? After enough of those, these people decided, no, that's why they're that much better than everybody else. They're like, I'm not driving a half hour across town and not have all decision makers there.
When you're a new agent, you're looking for any appointment that you're going to. So you'll take whatever.
You're just
falls
happy
in
to
your
get out of the
lap.
office so the broker doesn't put you in timeout.
All right. So how about, with those stats in mind, how about 7 ideas to increase your listings?
Ooh.
Well, let's look at some. How about study your competition? What are agents who are listing a lot doing differently than you? Assuming that you are not doing a lot, apparently.
And I know that some of these may seem like old adages, like, I've been to, when I first became an agent, somebody said these things to me and to help start building a base or getting some listings. But really think about and pick apart what we're talking about right now. And I don't care if you've tried it before, you tried it 3 years ago, you tried it a year ago, a half year ago. Right now, this is a different time, right? This right now is a different time than any other time in life. There are different variables that are at play right now than there were a half a year ago, 2 years ago. So just take a look at what your competition is doing. If you're seeing that certain sign with a certain face on it out there in front of houses all the time, why is that? Take that time, spend an hour and look at those. Think of who are the top people in this area. Write those names down and just do a search. What are they doing? What are they doing on social media? What are they doing out there in the public? Do they have events going on? Google search their name. What is attached to it? What do they have going on?
Exactly. And or go to your broker and say, okay, here's my level. Maybe you're 1 or 2 years into it. What has to happen for me to get to Susie Smith's level?
Right.
Okay, here's where I am. I don't have the experience. Right. Be vulnerable, be open, be coachable.
Absolutely.
Let go of ego. And guess what? That enthusiasm will sell great. And here's really the truth of what these people are doing. They've been doing it a long time, right? They've been branding, and they have multiple systems in place. So when 1 or 2 dry up, when the market changes, they adapt 2 or 3 more systems. So we know what they're doing. We actually looked that up in our meeting a month ago.
Yes, and that was so interesting. The top customers at Prospects Plus, these were people spending over $10,000 a year, many of them 4 figures a month or more. And they didn't just have one scheduled campaign that was automated going out for the next 2 years, maybe to their sphere. They had one to the sphere. They had one to their farm.
Right.
They were sending just listed. They were sending just sold. They were maybe even sending some pendings. Even in this market, it didn't matter how fast moving it was, because every time they got something out there, they were getting in front of someone. It didn't matter. So yeah, it wasn't just 1, 2, 3. Then they were also doing the dominator on top of that market dominator. So yeah, they got it. It's kind of interesting. Top revenue from these people, these agents, and these are the ones that listing after sold after sold. Clearly it's working, and that's why they keep doing it.
Right.
Nobody spends money unwisely over and over and over again, right?
Exactly. Well said. And guess what? They're spending all that money because they're betting on themselves, because let's say they get some phone calls, they have to bet on their skill sets.
Right.
Sure.
If you're spending all that money brand new and don't have a great skill set, then you're scared.
Right.
Because you're going to get a call to show up at the kitchen table.
And here's another idea to make you spend money wisely. Complete your one-page business plan. Those agents with the business plans achieve their goals more often than those who do not.
Well, and I like business plans as something that you can do at any time throughout the year. You don't have to save this for December or January of the year. You can go every quarter. You can take a look at, what did I plan the last quarter? Where am I at? Take a look back. And then because it's one page, it's super simple to knock out. There's 6 lines that you're going to plug in some data, some numbers very quickly. See where you're at, and now plan your next quarter. Now plan your next half.
Go ahead.
The business plan is available on ProspectsPLUS.com, right?
Yep, we have it in the show notes.
The newts.
Okay, she's lost it. Here's our first. Okay, oh boy.
You know what? We're trying so hard to recover from last week's show that
we knew we'd fall back. 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Right.
We have the link in the show notes, not the newts, the notes, and of course it's on our blog, the Prospects Plus blog as well, at the bottom of the page. So yeah, you can find it a couple different ways.
Well, and your point to the one-page business plan. Guess what? If you're having a tough time or go through 3 or 4 rough months, go back to the business plan and restart. Don't beat yourself up. Let that go.
I love that. You're so right.
So you could do that at any time. Regroup, recharge, close the pass, start now, go.
Yep. You're so
and you always have to be looking at your marketing, which is the third topic. Invest in the right type of marketing that produces the best ROI. And you have to be able to track that.
Yeah, you're right. Otherwise, how would you know?
Well, and every single business owner does that. If you own a car wash, if you own a restaurant, if I own an oil change, we're looking at that every single week, every single month.
Yep.
Right?
Looking back. Yep.
How about your farm? We're not talking about Old MacDonald, but your farm where you're doing your marketing. Does your farm or carrier route have enough turnover? Is it the right niche for you, such as young families or seniors?
Yeah, we've talked about this in the past. If you are a younger agent and you find your niches that you tend to sell more to millennials than any other individual out there, you just happen to see, wow, that's kind of interesting. It seems like these people are attracted to me. I'm attracted to them. These are who are my main market niche that I sell to. Then you certainly don't want to have a farm where you've got a lot of retired or seniors there, or maybe it's young families or whatever it is. Be aware of who your niche is, who you go after, and make sure those people exist prominently in your farm. Or you're going to be very unhappy, spend a lot of money over a lot of time branding yourself without success.
You won't catch many fish in a lake that has no fish.
Or the wrong fish.
Write that down. That was pretty profound.
What, was that profound?
Wait, say it again.
It was
I have
so
no idea
profound.
what I just said.
She forgot it. You won't catch any fish if you go in a lake with no fish.
We're going to have to hit rewind to hear what I said, because I don't remember that now. It like came at me from somewhere.
Boom. Okay.
Wow.
Beautiful thought. And,
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, next. All right. Create targeted goals. Goals by the day, the week, the month. Make goals for your calls, your contacts, etc., to keep you on track.
I love that for a couple reasons. Number one, if you don't have a goal, you're like a cork in the water. Wherever the river is going to take you, you're going to go. So you have to have goals in life or you don't get anywhere. Now, there are times where you have to switch gears. I've had people call me up, stressed out, overwhelmed, in a bad place. I say, you know what? Go to your goal board, your dry erase board, erase everything on it. What do? They can take a deep breath. So I say, don't beat yourself up and just have a mindset. Whatever goes on that board happens. So keep it blank. But that's what's great about that. Have your goals and look after yourself so you can erase it and start over. Do not beat yourself up.
Yeah.
Well, and goals are just, it's an idea.
Right.
You're taking a look back and you're saying, this worked, this didn't work. Here's my new goals. And you're right. Sometimes you're going to meet them. Sometimes you'll way exceed them and realize, man, I sold myself short. And sometimes the goal maybe isn't achievable at this time. So you rewrite that goal. You wipe it out. I love that idea of just erasing it and starting fresh.
I've even done that before. And you just do that for a couple of days and you walk by your goal board. You know you're going to put something on it, but it's a great mindset. Whatever goes on there, it happens.
Yeah.
So you tell your mind, boom. So it's a little trick that works.
Yeah. Here's a trick that works as well. Spell check. I'm not sure exactly what happened right here.
I was
there's like
I had malaria. It's just,
that was designed to attempt to throw you off. We'll see if you can read through it without losing it.
Okay.
We wanted to do a test for
just a test run.
Early onset.
All right.
Memory issue.
Of what?
As you were out getting our coffee and stuff, we thought, well, let's see if we can have fun.
Let's try and
All right.
test Jim.
Let me see if I can read this combination of typewritten and scribbled text in front of me. What your sphere looks like in times like these is proof of just how important a well-built SOI is.
Perfect. You're doing great.
Your sphere and farm are your insurance plan. Rain, sleet, or snow like the mailman, they are there for you producing when the market inventory dries up.
Now, this was written by somebody from Wisconsin.
That was great.
Has rain. Yeah, you did incredible.
Thank you very much.
You did
Appreciate
incredible.
that.
You
Appreciate
pass.
that.
We're going to let you keep working at the company.
Oh, great.
Oh, great. He was hoping
You're
to get...
not going to get the early retirement package we were planning.
Oh,
You're
darn
good.
it.
You're good.
You have to do 200 more
All right.
shows.
200 more shows. Okay, well, we better get going then.
Here we go.
The next topic, focus on the right niches, absentee owners, FSBOs, expireds, move-up market, empty nesters, and high-income renters.
And here's why I like what Jim just said. You pick something that fits you, that fits your game plan, that fits your personality. You don't have to go, some people are like, oh, God, I hate that. Well, guess what? Real estate gives you so many options. You don't have to go after that segment. Maybe you hate for sale by owners.
Right.
Maybe you don't like this segment. Pick something that you love and embrace it, own it, become it, and become the best in your board at it.
Yes.
I would say the biggest mistake any new business does or has, or businesses that fail, is to become generalists.
Totally.
To think that, okay, I've got to find a way, I need a name for my company that everybody will want to buy from me.
Right.
I need to market in a way that I'm going to get the 15-year-old and I'm going to get the 80-year-old or whatever, a generalist. And I think many realtors get in this position as well. They maybe start out this way, or maybe they get lost somewhere along the way, and they get desperate and they become generalists where they're just throwing stuff against any and all walls in the hopes that somebody will come back. And you can't, boy, I'll tell you, narrowing, the more you can get small and niched, the better you will do. There are so many people out there. If you just grab one core group, like we've got empty nesters, you think, oh, no, there won't be enough. Oh, you have no idea. Just grab that core group and niche and make that your niche and go after that niche and go after and become branded for it. And you will be shocked.
I love that. You remind me, 2 weeks ago, I talked to these young ladies who signed up for Market Dominator. Their niche was going after the 55 and older. And I listened to them. I listened to their marketing plan. So they picked a carrier route that encompassed, most of those or a handful of those homes. And they had the van. So all of their marketing was in alignment with going after that one. They helped them move. Not even an option. No, we help you move.
Wow.
So these ladies were on.
They were all in.
Correct. It was impressive. It's like, wow, you're not trying to be all things to all people. You're doing what you just said.
No. And you won't succeed. You just won't succeed doing it. So that's wonderful. I love that. That's a great story.
All right. Why don't we go over some other problems that low inventory causes and how to solve them? How about seller overpricing? What do you do about that? Use the 10-day rule. 10 days without offers or showings means it's time to lower the price. Show sellers what a home looks like at the price that they want to sell for. Show them the comps and get an independent appraisal done. Hopefully that'll bring your listing price back into reality.
You know what? I brought that up so many times, right? So I've been out with people and they've been looking at homes and I'm just there with them and I'm listening to them and we go back and I'm like, okay, well, call that person back and have them get an appraisal. This is a couple years ago. The people don't want to do it. Oh, I'm going to save the $300 or $400 or $500. Totally get an appraisal. That's going to make your case stronger. Why be, let's just guess at that 3 or 4 months down the road? No. If you want to be competitive, do that. The independent appraisal is magnificent.
Yes.
Well, and the worst thing a seller can do is overprice and have to reprice. We all know this. Agents know this. But this is just a little bit of a few tools, I guess you could say, to help you so you don't have to go there, to kind of build your case so that you don't have to get caught in that trap of the overprice that then has to get knocked down and screw the whole sale up, really.
All right. How about competing for listings? How to stand out at listing presentations in a way that no one else will. Here's your answer. Cultivate a list of buyers you've been communicating with over time in this neighborhood and show up at the listing appointment with this list. What is this list? It is proof that you have already obtained a list of buyers interested in buying in that very area. That's pretty powerful.
That's very powerful. And as we've spoke more than once, we could take that concept and plus it times 10 by doing the stack of postcards, stamped address, already going. We're not saying what we can do, might do, will do, should do.
Talked about that before.
Obligation factor. Well, if I don't list with them, he has to throw those away. So if you've qualified them well, you know the price correctly, and you want the listing, that would be worth a little investment to go make that happen because they can interview 20 other people and 0 are going to make that happen.
Nobody's going to do that.
And many will say, oh, I have a buyer, or I think I have a buyer. That's a typical adage, right?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, no, I have buyers for your area. Then they list with that agent and it's crickets,
Right.
So this is an agent that's showing up. This is their farm. So they're focused on this community. We know statistically people buy within 15 miles of the home they presently live in. This is just a stat. This is reality. So if you go after buyers and are communicating and direct mailing and have marketing campaigns hitting these buyers for the same period of time that you're going after the farm, the sellers, now what a combination you've got here. And actually now you're multiplying your sales as well. But you're going to these listing presentations with proof versus stories.
And that's just so strong because think about the fear. Unless you're an investor, that's your biggest your biggest thing that you're going to buy in your life is your house. So you want somebody that's going to put you at ease and bring the most power to help you.
Right.
All right. Dare I say it? Bidding wars.
A lot of those over the last year.
How can you handle a bidding war? We have 5 great ideas for you.
Flatten the tires of the other. Oh, no, that's not in there.
Well,
Bad mouth.
That's outside the box.
Media?
Oh, oops. Okay.
That's the version of the show on the dark web that you see.
That's on the other web. Yes.
Exactly. So
how would they know about that from Wisconsin?
This is the PG-13 version.
Yes.
And we'll start with submitting an offer with a pre-approval letter, which is different than pre-qualified. Pre-approved means the bank actually went through, made sure that your client has some money, and they're ready to buy. Number 2, offer some cash up front. Maybe tip the guy, hey, would you take my offer here?
Who doesn't like that? Here's an envelope. Go ahead and open it, and let's see if we can do something.
My friend George Washington thinks this is a great deal.
That only works at restaurants, not real estate deals. Franklin doesn't go too far, though.
He's another president.
Number 3, add a time limit to your bid.
You know what, though? I like that. That's a little takeaway.
Why is that funny?
No, I'm back at the president still.
We've lost her. She's back at the president.
You and I have been pretty good this show. And,
yes, we've been on good behavior for the most part. But I like what you just said, a time frame, because you're giving a takeaway. Hey, so we're going on Sunday to this place on the water, and we have an appointment there, but here's our offer. So now in their minds, wait a minute.
They either take it or, they may buy another one. They may find something else.
You got 12 hours.
Right?
Yeah.
Turn the tables on them.
The old Flipper flopper.
Flipper flopper.
That's what they
coffee table lingerer.
That's a technical
The flipper
term.
flopper.
Can we have a shirt with all Lisa-isms? Flipper flopper. That's good. Coffee table lingerer.
We need to write.
Linger.
She said something last week.
Lingerer.
It wasn't dumbfounded. What did you say? It was a real humdinger or something like that.
It'll come to her.
I would never say humdinger. That's
all
not
right.
me.
We have to go look at the archives now. And figure out what that was.
Yeah.
All right. So number 4, include an escalation clause. And that means basically that
You'll keep
you're willing
going
to go up based on certain parameters.
Yep.
And finally, waive the appraisal contingency.
You know what? A lot of people are doing that right now, and you've got to weigh that in your mind. You have to weigh that in your mind because you would not waive that if you're going to buy a car.
No.
If they were to say, you know what, this is what it's worth, but if we only have one on the lot. So be careful just so you don't get caught in the situation. But a lot of people are doing that to say, boom, I want this place. I've done my homework. I want in.
Mm-hmm. All right. And for some inspiration, here are 8 strategies to help you kick off your second half of 2022 with a bang.
Ooh, a bang. This is going to be good. Write these down. Grab your pen and paper. Let's go.
This is sadly the last checklist that we are going to have during today's show. Number 1, create a second half strategy with 3-month goals, such as interactive business plan, SOI calculator, and the ROI calculator.
These are all free tools. I just want to interject, and then you can talk, Todd. All free tools on ProspectsPLUS.com and in our show notes. So go and check them out. They're all online. You can bing, bang, boom real quickly, get through all of them.
Bing, bang, boom. We should write that one down,
bang,
too.
boom.
There you go.
The only thing I wrote down is that this should not be an option for anybody. This is not a maybe. In other words, this is a must do. Mm-hmm. Whether it's in your office, whether it's your office meeting, go to your broker. People are going to help you. That tool is magnificent.
Yeah.
So that's not even an option. Keep going. Boom.
All right. How about use the Prospects Plus Real Estate Marketing Planner to guide your marketing? That's a great idea.
Exactly. Yeah. Because if you wake up one week and go, oh, there's nothing to do. No. Open that planner. There is stuff to do.
Yeah.
Stuff to do and stuff to send.
Every day of the week.
We give you action items that will lead you to a closing.
Every day of the week. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
They will.
Oh, here's a great one. Free up your time by scheduling your marketing campaigns. Put them on autopilot. So your marketing just happens automatically.
No more time copying, edit, design, layout, paste. We're not doing 15-hour work. No more ever.
No more waking up in the middle of the night. Oh, I forgot to send my postcards.
Right. Oh, gosh. Wait a minute. Where's the scissors? I got to cut them in 4. Yeah.
Oh.
That happens.
If that's still happening by somebody out there, that's very sad. That's sad. All right. Shore up your SOI and stay in contact. Why not check out the no risk with 3 extra closings guarantee by using the business base?
That's another one I wrote down. That should not even be a maybe. In other words, every great business person does that, right? They build their book of business to the point they can sell it when they're done. That is gold, and that will lead to 10, 20, eventually 30 transactions, maybe more throughout time if you work it. And that's free. That's free for all of our
people. The worst thing that would happen is you don't get 3 extra closings and Prospects Plus refunds your money for that campaign.
Correct.
Right.
So that's a no lose.
Yeah. No
all right.
Risk, no risk.
Make sure you're offering opt-ins or free offers in all of your marketing emails and websites. How about the call to action series? It has 24 different offers.
Well, and I said this is a great place. We were talking about this in the pre-meeting to go and get ideas. 24 different ideas for free offers that you can add. Obviously, the postcards are all ready, so it's best to just grab a template and go. But if you, for your website, for your digital newsletter, for social media, grab some of these ideas for free offers that get people leaning into you, get people calling you.
Yeah. How about your farm area? Establish your farm area and a carrier route if you haven't done that yet. And carrier routes are great things to use with EDDM and, of course, the market dominator.
Well, especially right now, this market, as Lisa said, is unique right now, right? And when things open up and get normal, I want to be that agent who's been cultivating that area for 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 2 years. So guess what? When it gets normal...
12.
No, months. I mean, months. But I mean,
or years.
Or years. But I'm saying when the market gets normal, everybody else is trying to say, oh my gosh, it's too crazy out there. But I want to be the farmer who's planting right now. Yep. So my crop is ready when these people make a decision. Who are they going to go with? One option.
Right.
Yeah. How about review your first quarter for successes and failures? We're close to the end of the second quarter as well, so maybe you want to look at that one too.
Yeah.
What worked, what didn't work. And finally, challenge yourself to multiply each listing sale beyond one by doing these 5 great things. Number 1.
Write these down what Jim's giving you here.
Number 1, bring the buyer. Number 2, sell the listing a new home. Selling the seller a new home?
Yeah.
Right.
Because they're selling. They got to go somewhere.
Number 3, I should have read this ahead of time. Number 3, sell the potential buyers who didn't buy another home. Number 4, get another listing in the same neighborhood through marketing. And number 5, ask for referrals from that initial listing.
This is a Dean Jacksonism.
How to turn one listing into
5. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's a great idea. And actually, Dean Jackson's incredible. He has, I've been to his seminars before, and he has people, all the agents there, go around the room and name their number. How have you been doing? Where are you at with your listings? And quite a lot are saying 1, 1.5, 2.
Wow, even
it's
at
rare
that
to
level,
see them. Yeah, it's rare to
all
see
that
them
money.
going beyond. But this is what he's teaching them. It's not about the 1. If you're only doing the 1,
right?
And that's mindset, because a lot of people go in and take a listing and say, well, now I just got to focus on selling it.
Well, or they get so happy, like we did as new agents. Oh my God, I'm going to drive back to the office. You get so happy, you forget to do all those other things.
Right. Very true.
Right.
As a new person with no money, maybe. Right.
True. Very true.
Well done.
My first listing was a $49,000 house.
Wow. I think mine was in Bakersfield, California, not far from that. I think it was like $55,000. A veteran paid $1 for it. I remember that house. I still drive by it to this day when I go back there and say, well,
$1.
So they had a program. If you were a vet, you just pay $1, and it was a vet program.
Oh, wow.
That's all you had to pay out of pocket.
That's amazing. That doesn't exist anymore. I've never heard about anything like that now. What an incredible...
I want to knock on the door and say hello to that guy. Hopefully he's still there. I'd be sad if his young family going,
how long ago was that?
Well, yeah, 8 or 10 years ago, yeah.
Right, 8 or 10 years ago. Those houses were certainly selling for $59,000 8 or 10 years ago in California. Okay.
Yeah, you revealed too much.
20, maybe 20.
You should have
next
said
segment. Next segment. How about?
All right. Where were we?
Should we try this again?
Try this again.
Lisa, look what we have here.
Yes.
Well, we haven't tried it today, but last week was certainly interesting with some of the comments that some people here had based on the cards we pulled out.
I think those were clones. I think they were we were not there last week.
Okay.
Right.
Now somebody else did that.
There were stand-ins.
Yeah.
Now, this is a great postcard from Decorating Den, which I don't think applies to real estate, so we're not going to do this one. But,
thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Aaron, for bringing us non-real estate cards.
But does several industries, so we probably don't want to call that one.
Okay.
This one looks more like it. Oh, this is a personalized card. Now check this out. So Prospects Plus does some cool things. So on the front here, it says, Michael, another great home has been sold. And then on the back, it's going to a guy named Michael. So they're personalizing these postcards to go to...
very nice.
And the home photos on both sides, it looks like, which is...
Yeah. So why don't we call Marilyn? Should we do that?
Let's do
and
it.
This actually came from their 3-click postcards service.
Oh, so automated. Talk about that while I dial.
Okay. What should we talk about here? 3-click postcards. So the deal is there. You can do it all with your mobile phone. You can be standing in front of your brand new listing and go onto the website. It's all mobile optimized. You can take a picture with your phone, and then it goes right onto the postcard, mash a button, and then poof, out they go.
Exactly.
You don't even have to turn on your computer at the office.
It makes it very, very simple. Yep.
Unbelievable.
That's a pretty cool service, actually. So
3-click postcard.
3-click postcards. Check them out. 3clickpostcards.com. And this lady is so busy taking a new listing because of the call she got off of her postcard mailing that she is not answering. Maybe dig deeper in that pile. There we go.
This guy's money.
All right.
Look at that picture.
How about Salvatore? Just listed on Bayview Street. He is a 3-click postcard customer. Here you go.
Oh, shit.
This is a family show, Lisa. What the heck?
Big snake. Nobody heard that.
Nothing happened.
No, we're all good here. We're trying again. We didn't get canceled last week, so maybe this is the week we're going to get canceled because of Lisa's potty mouth.
This is live and unedited, folks. We hope you're enjoying this. Our viewership has gone up tremendously since we've switched to this version, according to us.
The dark web.
The dark web is buzzing right now.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
So bleep that out for this version, but
No,
keep
I think we're
going to
gonna
the
keep
dark web.
The dark web version is going to keep that in there.
I didn't know her vocabulary was that extensive.
Thought you were a nice girl, Lisa. Wow. Maybe not. Okay. All right.
All right, we're having
You cannot
issues.
spell sale without Sal. Did you see his tagline?
That's cute. I'll give that to him. Because his name is Sal. Can't spell say without Sal.
Hi, you have reached Sal Boo with Smyers and Sons.
Got you one here.
You also cannot talk to Sal.
You probably should have said, this is Sal. Remember, you cannot say sale unless you say my name
Sal.
first. Sal.
We should charge him for that marketing line right there.
Did we come up with that?
No, I don't think so. I
That's a
mean,
nice looking card.
That's a great card.
anything's possible.
I have a buyer.
Horace. This is Horace. Prophet.
Horace is going to answer.
His
He's
last name is Prophet. Like,
What's his name? Ed?
no, Horace.
I thought his
Horace.
first name was Do You Wanna? Last name
Like
Prophet.
Mr. Ed?
Hello?
No, nothing. Hello, is this Horace?
Yes.
Horace, this is Jim and Todd and Lisa. We're calling you live from the Take a Listing Today podcast, and we're calling you because you mailed out some postcards with ProspectsPLUS.com.
Okay.
So we just want to give you a call and say congratulations on your campaign. Tell us a little bit about your marketing campaign, and we're going to give you a chance to win $100 and some swag on our show, Take a Listing Today. Sound good?
Oh man, I'm just a real estate investor. I sell a couple of houses here every now and then.
Hey, that's awesome, though. So you're a real estate investor, and you're sending out postcards to buy your properties. Is that right?
No, I'm an agent also, but I'm mostly an investor.
Oh, so you do both. Okay.
Hey, he's
Yeah,
working.
they
He's
both.
working every option. Good job, Horace.
Yeah, so this is for a house that you sold on Amanda Oaks. It's looks like it's probably going into the mail today, I'm guessing. And you were using our 3clickpostcards.com service, right?
Yes, I just used it yesterday. I opened up the email and went on and clicked and finished it on out.
Well done. Your
man.
card looks great.
Did it really take 3 clicks?
You know what? It was pretty much already ready, but I had to update my information because they had the old office.
Okay.
Oh, got you. Okay, so you just had to go to your profile section, change that, but okay,
they had
nice.
this-
And
Right.
other than that, it probably would have been 3 clicks.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
Good man, good man.
Good technology there. Well, Horace, we appreciate you answering the phone today, and we would love to give you a chance to win a gift card for ProspectsPLUS.com. Since you're into marketing, it'll help you with that. Maybe we'll send you a Prospects Plus Take a Listing Today t-shirt. Does that sound great?
Okay.
Not the one that Lisa used to clear mascara when she was laughing last week.
Not that one. We're going to get a brand new one for you.
He deserves a new one. Okay.
He does.
This is a non-real estate question. Put your thinking cap on, and the question is the following. Good luck to you, sir.
Horace, because we like you, we're actually going to read you the question and give you 3 possible answers. You just tell me which one is correct.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Here is your question. By law, you are not allowed to vote in New Mexico if you are what? A, unemployed, B, homeless, C, an idiot.
How do they define that?
I see why he likes this question. Horace, this does not sound like a fair question.
No.
This does not sound fair.
Do you have an idea?
33% chance. You got this.
Actually, 50-50.
Oh, that's right. Good point.
Maybe.
Maybe.
The questions, the answers are unemployed, idiot, and what?
And homeless. Yeah.
Are you using your phone?
If you are, then you're a sharp dude.
You seem to be delaying an awful lot here.
I'm just
cultivating.
down, man.
He's like marinating.
I'm just sitting down.
He's letting it
Yeah,
marinate.
I'm just sitting down.
Okay. How long does it take to sit down?
You got chair is that? Wow. No, he wants to win this. He's taking it serious. So
Right.
Yeah.
So you got the three answers.
I'm going with it. I'm thinking. I mean, it's really easy. I guess it's not a trick.
Horace, I'll be honest. If you don't get this one right, we're going to give you another one. So it's not that important.
you got this. Go
You
ahead.
get another chance.
Take a
We're gonna
stab.
give you another chance.
It's homeless.
Okay.
Homeless.
That's what my guess was.
Is it homeless?
Is it homeless?
Does he win the money? Oh.
That's what I was going to guess.
No, but I thought they can't give them a hard time. You had to have a job in the old days.
You have to verify your address and all that stuff.
Right. So that's, yeah.
Horace, would you believe the answer is an idiot?
Oh.
No, it is not.
It is.
That must be an old law from the 1800s or something.
How would they define that?
Yeah, I wouldn't believe that.
You're going to
You know
have
what?
to go to New Mexico to find that one out. I don't
Horace,
know.
we have a new question for you, as that one did not seem fair to me and Lisa.
No.
So we have a new one for you, and here we go.
But this will be your last chance because that one took 10 minutes to go through. So we do have some things to do after this phone call. Are you sitting down so we don't have to go through that again?
Yeah. He's ready. He's
Okay.
ready.
Yeah, man, I'm just chilling, man.
He's
All
ready.
right.
He's ready.
All right. Here's your question, Horace. In Vermont, it is illegal for a woman to wear what without her husband's permission? Is it a wig, makeup, or false teeth?
How does he come up with
Man,
these?
it's crazy. Man, I don't know where y'all getting these questions from.
You know what?
It's on the card. I don't know.
Horace, I agree. I don't know where Jim gets these from. Lisa and I do not have input on this portion.
What state was that?
This is in Vermont.
Let's not visit there.
Wig, makeup.
A wig, makeup, or false teeth?
That is crazy. I'm gonna go with false teeth.
False teeth.
You know what? Why not? Why not?
Why not? Is the correct answer false teeth? Hey! False teeth. Wow. Todd, what does Horace win today?
Horace, you won a $100 gift card for anything on ProspectsPLUS.com and some swag from the Take a Listing Today podcast. Make sure you register. And thanks for being on our show, Horace. Keep up the great work out there.
All right, man.
Almost took my ear off.
Thank you, Horace.
You were a lot of fun, Horace. Take care.
Sorry to mean to throw that quite so bad there. That was bad.
It's like a
Could have put out an eye or something with that.
horror film.
Say goodbye to Horace. He's still on.
Oh, Horace, no, he's gone.
Okay.
Okay.
Horace, we may have woken Horace up, I think.
I think he was in a hammock. He was in a hammock somewhere like here.
In a hammock, and then he took 5 minutes to go sit down.
I thought sitting down only took like 20 seconds.
It's one of those.
Wait a minute, if it's taking 20 seconds to sit down.
Wait a minute, maybe it's one of those chairs that's like up and then it slowly goes down.
Oh, it's remote.
Okay.
Dentist chair. It's a dentist. He's at the dentist.
All right, dentist chair. Maybe he was under some laughing gas. And that went
Oh no, he was done with us. That's for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't say goodbye.
He never got started with us, but anyway, there we go. Some tips on how to overcome our current low inventory and high demand market. Don't forget today's podcast, at least for now, is brought to you by Prospects Plus.
At least for now.
Visit their website at ProspectsPlus.com, where you'll find things that will make it so much easier for you to become a real estate superstar. Thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.